In a special TAMCC edition of DMs with PM, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell responded to students' concerns about the public library and other historic buildings in the town of St. George's. In his response, the Prime Minister discussed the balance between maintaining the historical value of the building which houses the library and the needs of a modern resource center. He said the government is in the process of digitizing the files housed in the current building, which has been closed since 2011. He added that a full restoration of the library would be costly, noting that the facility may even need to be relocated.
We are very much interested in ensuring that we can have a public library restored. It is not going to be a cheap ask, simply because if we want to do it in the existing building, we have to completely change the facade inside of the building. We have to address the fact that it's on a water table, which is on the carnage. We have to deal with the salt, and we have to also preserve the historic look of the building. So whether the library actually stays there is part of the discussions and the ultimate decision we have to make, or whether we relocate it to another part of St. George's is part of also what has to be addressed.
The Prime Minister said the restoration of the public library is part of broader plans to enhance St. George's.
All of St. George's, to a large extent, needs a complete revitalization plan, which we are beginning to have discussions on, and the library would just be part and parcel of that. So it would be hard to take the library in isolation without a wider discussion about the overall redevelopment of the town of St. George.
He also commented that students may have an opportunity to get involved in the rejuvenation of the capital after a student suggested a competition to restore York House.
I think we can certainly look to do. I would speak to the Ministry of Culture, which takes responsibility for the independence celebrations, to see how we can do this. In fact, it's not just the Parliament building. We were talking about the town of St. George. So it may be an opportunity for students to reimagine what the entire town of St. George could look like.
Reporting for GBN News, I am Deidre Seeley.